Hi, and welcome to the tutorial for Visual Effects Pulls in Cortex. Today, I'm going to walk you through the Visual Effects Clips Pull process using our traceback function in Cortex and how to use a properly formatted EDL to automatically name your clips with the visual effects names. If you're not familiar with any particular element we cover in this tutorial, visit tutorials.mtifilm.com. Keyboard shortcuts for all of Cortex's tools are available in the Help menu, and as we go through the tutorial, they will appear on the screen for easy reference. Press Shift F1 at any time while Cortex is open to access the manual. Let's get started. Visual Effects Pulls can be completed in any Cortex project where the corresponding clips have been imported into one or more jobs. All that is needed is an EDL from the editorial team for the source clips requested. We'll start by creating a deliverable in a workflow called VFX Pulls. In this case, we'll make a DPX deliverable. However, the file type may vary according to the request of the visual effects house or artist. Be sure to select the clip name for the file output name so that the clips will use the visual effect name when rendered. Once you've created a deliverable, go ahead and make a new job. After the job is opened, select the Render tool and import the EDL by selecting Import EDL and then browse to the location. Once imported, the clips will populate in the EDL Events dialog box. If you would like Cortex to automatically name the rendered clips with the visual effects names, you can do so with the properly formatted EDL. The EDL must contain the visual effect name as the first word in the locator comment. Any description that comes after must be followed by a white space, otherwise it will be included in the visual effect name. Now select Locator from the drop-down menu. This will tell Cortex to use the first word of the locator as the clip name, so when rendered, the file will automatically use the clip name as directed by the deliverable. In the case where you do not have an EDL formatted for this purpose, select the comment to include the entire comment in the name so you can identify the visual effect name for the clip in order to rename it manually. At the bottom, click Create Clips in order to bring the EDL events into our traceback tool. The next step determines where the tracing function will search in order to find the corresponding clips found in a Cortex database. You can trace media found in a current project, a different project, a Cortex manifest generated by a third party, or a storage location attached to your workstation. You can also narrow your search by selecting an episode and/or workflow, or broaden it by selecting all for both. Narrowing the search criteria will reduce the time required to return the result. Though generally not recommended for visual effects pulls, you can modify the clips by applying dailies color, the audio sync, the daily slate information, or use the in and out mark set in the daily session. If the VFX vendor requests EDLs from the daily session, you can export them with the VFX pulls by clicking color. However, you must be sure to have Apply Primary Color and LUTs disabled in the deliverable to avoid baking color into the files. Having this turned off is generally good practice for the VFX pulls, unless colored files are requested. Go ahead and click Trace. Once the clips are found, hit OK and the clips will populate in the master clips bin. Keep in mind, if you select to trace a third-party Cortex manifest, an additional step of relinking media is required by right-clicking on the clip and selecting the Relink option. If you need to rename the clips, right-click and select Edit Name. Otherwise, the name of the clips will automatically be there through the EDL's locator comment. You can also provide handles by selecting the clips, right-clicking, and choose Add Handles. Cortex defaults to 8 frames, but you can change this option as required. Now, create a new reel, name it, select the type of timecode, and select your deliverable. Once all of your clips are added to the reel, close it, and wait for the render to finish. Upon completion, you can right-click on the finished render and browse to the containing folder for a quick way to copy or move the VFX media to a new location. With file sequences, such as DPX files, Cortex will automatically create a folder for each clip with the name of the visual effect. And that's the tutorial for visual effects pulls in Cortex. For more Cortex tutorials, visit tutorials.mtifilm.com. For support, To submit a help ticket or to find other useful information about Cortex, please check out forum.mtifilm.com. Thanks!